Okay, back to our seated issue once again, is that normally there's a relationship that Vladimir Janda talked about of a lower cross syndrome, meaning that the hip flexors will be shortened and the glutes will be weak. So to offset that, the next exercise is a hip thrust. What we're looking for here is when they come up, that there's a straight line basically from the shoulder through the hip and through the knee. Now as the strength levels improve, you'll see a greater range of motion, so that there is that, once again, that straight line from the knee through the hip all the way to the shoulder. If we wanted this to be more of a strengthening emphasis, we would have a 1-second contraction at the top. Usually at the warm-up, it's a rhythmic motion done anywhere from 10 to 20 times depending on the time of the year. Give the ladies about 30 seconds or so rest, and they're going to go through a second time. Once again, if it was a full warm-up, this would be done 4 times. Bring your feet back just a little bit, Lindsay. You notice on that first rep or so that Lindsay did that the feet were too far away. If they are, you're going to have difficulty really getting that straight line through the knee, through the hip, and through the shoulder. Today we're just going to show in this part of the warm-up just the normal plank, so they're for a time series. We start off on the elbows. The ladies are going to go for about 10 seconds here in the center part. They're going to rotate to whichever side they want to. Go ahead. You notice how they started with the center position, that the feet were wider than shoulder width apart, so they're able to rotate right from the center position to the side. Now they're going to go back to the center. Once again, the feet stay in position there. They're going to rotate to the other side. Come back a little bit, Lindsay, here. We want this arm almost straight up. And they're going to end up back in the center position. Now you'll notice between the two ladies here, there's a slight difference in the neutral posture, and that's normal. There's not one that's better than the other. It's what is neutral for you. So in Shelby's case, she's a little more level. In Lindsay's case, she's a little higher. Okay, relax, ladies. Usually about a minute rest in between the plank series there off of the elbows. And then they're going to do the second series, which is off the hands, or more of a handstand one. Depending on the level of athlete, you may just only be able to do the elbows initially, because the hand is a longer lever. It's going to be more challenging for the ladies. Same series once again. They're going to start in the center. The feet are wider than shoulder width apart. Then they're going to rotate to whichever side they want to. And they're going to rotate back to the center. Once again, what's neutral for the given athlete, that's going to vary. They're going to rotate to the other side. You'll notice also that the head position should stay the same in all different positions, if it's in the center or if it's in the side. We once again want a straight line from the ear to the shoulder to the hip. They're going to finish back in the center. And relax, ladies. That's the basic series. We'll show some series later, some more advanced ones that, depending on the level of athlete, that'll challenge them. The next exercise has been popularized by Stuart McGill, the spine researcher out of Canada, pretty much the leading authority in the area. What we're going to have the ladies do here is they're going to get on all fours. We're going to have the hands over the shoulders. We're going to have the knees over the hips. We're going to move in a opposite arm, opposite leg pattern. Go ahead, ladies. We're looking for the same shape, the same speed as far as the hand and foot that is opposite. You'll notice with Shelby, obviously the motion's more dynamic. In the case with Lindsay, it's a little bit slower speed, but controlled. She's doing a good job there. Shelby also, as she's an elite athlete, you'll see a little bit of a rhythm there between the hip and the shoulder, and that's fine. She's able to match those two up well. Once again, they're going to take about 30 to 60 seconds rest, depending on the time of the year and their conditioning level, and they're going to repeat a second time. Similar to the hip thrust, if this wanted to be more of a strength emphasis than a dynamic emphasis, is we would just slow it down and have them hold the position at the top for about a 1-second contraction. But today we'll have the ladies show again the dynamic version of the bird dog here. Once again, you'll notice the head position, that stays in a neutral position also. We don't want the head to droop, we don't want the head to be too high. We're looking for that cross pattern of the opposite shoulder to the opposite hip. Once again, same shape, same speed from the hand to the foot.